Hey Guardians, it's your Deja Vu here, and today we're finishing the trilogy of Wolfsbane Exotic X with the Hunter class. As you have seen the Titan version, which was pure destruction, and you have also seen the Warlock version, which was also pure fire, and now it's time for the Hunter. The Chaos, the Shadow, the Untouchable.
You serious?
This Prismatic Hunter build takes everything great about the other two and turns it into something even nastier. We're combining Spirit of Sintarachni, Spirit of Inmost Light, and the Wolfsbane Exotic X. And once these three start working together, oof, it's game over for anything that breathes. And if you haven't seen the Titan and Warlock builds on the Wolfsbane X, you can check them out as well, link in the description of the video. Now let's dive into business. So the question is, what are the Spirit of Sintarachni and Spirit of Inmost Light in the first place? Spirit of Sintarachni is basically get woven mail when you use your grenade, and Spirit of Inmost Light is basically using an ability empowers the other two abilities, granting them improved energy regeneration, so perfect for the build. Okay, now for the subclass setup. We're running the Stasis Super, perfect for ad control and freezing entire waves of enemies, sets up your kills, slows everything down and lets you just hell dive straight in. For abilities, we're using Gambler's Dodge, refunds your melee instantly when you use near enemies. Fair Spike, for melee, this one's crucial. Hitting enemies with it gives you around 40% damage reduction. So yeah, your survivability literally depends on it, remember that. Duskfield Grenade freezes everything, and here's where the madness begins. Thanks to the Spirit of Sintarachni, every time you throw that grenade you get Woven Mail, which is another 50% damage reduction. Stack that with your melee damage resist, you're sitting at about 90% total damage reduction, and we're not even done yet. Okay, now for the aspects. We're using the Stylish Executioner, go invisible after defeating any debuffed enemy, strand, solar or stasis. That's invisibility keeps you alive and resets your positioning, so perfect. And then the Ascension, jolts enemies, lets you chain your ability loop, and grants you another 15% damage reduction. And let's not forget, you're also getting Frost Armor through your Stasis setup, so altogether, you're basically sitting at 105 damage reduction. I mean, absolutely chaotic, you're not even dying anytime soon. Okay, now for the fragments, we're using the Facet of Ruin, increase your ability damage, Facet of Dawn, improved radiant duration, Facet of Protection, even more damage resist when surrounded, and Facet of Purpose, grants buffs based on your super type, with Stasis, that's Frost Armor baby. Basically, you're also getting Frost Armor as well with a 105 damage reduction. Perfect. Now for the stat focus, what we have to focus on here is Weapon, Class, Grenade, and then Super. Keep melee around 40 and 50, you will regenerate it very fast thanks to the Spirit of Inmost Light. Okay, now for the armor modes, Helmet, Siphon, Mixed Solar Strand, and a special ammo finder. Gauntlets, Bolstering Detonation, and Focusing Strike keeps your class and ascension up constantly. For the chest, any resistant mode for your activity, Arc, Solar Void, so it's up to you guys. Legs, Solar Ammo Scavenger, 1 Solar Surge for weapon damage, and Innervation for grenade regeneration. Perfect. Cloak, which is the relativism, run powerful attraction. When you use your ascension, you basically get all the orbs of power around you, so perfect. And use time dilation, which extends the time charge for your armor. That combo keeps your armor charge lasting longer and lets you grab orbs of power without stopping the action. Now for the weapons, use whatever you like, but here's my setup. Main Technocrat for barrier champions, Mida Mini Tool, perfect for overloads, and finally the Heart of the Chaos, Wolfsbane. I love this, man. This thing with attrition orbs is ridiculous. It heals you, spawns Frost Armor thanks to the Facet of Purpose, and feeds right into your woven and damage resist loops. It's just non-stop survivability and destruction. The loop never dies here. Okay, now for the artifact, use Flame, Fiber, and Freeze, which is the combine the Solar Strand and Solar Stasis Siphon modes into one, perfect for the build. Use Tightly Woven, while Woven Mail is active, gain increased class ability and grenade stats, also good for this build. And other than that, you can use Threadling Proliferation and Pack Tactics because you're using here the main Technocrat, so this is good for them, as you can also stun the Unstoppables when you spawn Threadlings with the help of these two perks. and use Frost Renewal. As you have Frost Armor, take critical damage, releases a burst that freezes nearby combatants and grants Frost Armor to you and nearby allies. So this is also good. Cauterized Darkness, as I have always told you in the previous videos as well, always use Cauterized Darkness in any build that you're gonna play in. Stasis or Strand debuff non-boss combatants take increased solar damage from all sources. And also use Elemental Daze. Stunning a champion with an elemental weapon creates an elementally aligned explosion. For example, if I'm using the Mida Mini tool on overloads, it's gonna do a solar explosion on them. So this is also perfect when stunned. And use Shield Crush. While you have Woven Mail, Frost Armor or a Wide Over Shield, your melee recharges faster and deals increased damage. So while you have Woven Mail and Frost Armor, which we're getting that from this build, recharges your melee very fast. While you're Amplified or Radiant, your grenade recharges very also faster. So we're using Ascension here. And then finally, Iron Lord's Vigor. While wielding a sword, you take decreased damage. Rapid Fire Blows grants ammo to the wielder. Absolutely perfect for this build. Okay guys, now I'm going to show you how to use this build effectively. So first use your melee here, and then just use your Ascension if you want to, then grenade, and then just keep spamming your X again and again, and that's it. Now look, my abilities are also recharging very faster. I'm using now my Ascension, and now I'm gonna use my melee here, and keep spamming your X like Yousho, haye! Yousho, haye! Yousho, haye! Okay guardians, if you enjoyed this build, make sure to like and subscribe, and also check out my Titan and Warlock builds as well. They're also very awesome. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace!
Aramis met Praxis in prison. Yes. The ability to draw power from the splinters. Be careful, friend. Kill Praxis, and Aramis will no longer be able to empower her followers with dark I must keep this from Aramis. The data must be clean. Guardian. We are haunted by what we have lost, but we are not forced to walk the ruins of our former life as you are.
finishing up here.
Without Bilax and Praxis, Aramis will grow reckless, careless. Without her